So let's get straight into the question. Is Floyd chasing relevance? Floyd Mayweather next fights kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa, and obviously a different sport. And recently, Conor McGregor's jumped on board saying the fight doesn't impress him. But talking about the Mayweather fight, he holds a height advantage over Nasukawa, and he's not often the taller guy and the heavier guy, but Mayweather finds himself being the bigger guy in this case. Going back to McGregor, though, he doesn't seem too impressed with Mayweather's fight. Not that it matters too much what McGregor thinks, but he did say that he isn't too impressed in the way in which Mayweather's gone about choosing his opponents. The fact that McGregor has an opinion, I'd like to go on board and say as well, like, the McGregor fight itself was a joke, so whether McGregor's opinion about Mayweather fighting jokes is irrelevant, because McGregor himself, the fight was a joke. So, yeah, he hasn't been impressed with Mayweather's choice of opponents. He also himself hasn't been impressive since losing to Mayweather. He went on to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov. He lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov. He hasn't been impressive. Now, whether the money has got to him, whether he's, not into the sport anymore, not the Conor McGregor that first came out, was he a hype job? You see, I don't believe he was a hype job. I believe that Conor was actually a really good fighter and still is a really good fighter, but is the money that he's getting now made him slightly lazy or less committed than he was before? Has the hunger died off? Okay, anyway, we now we're talking about Conor McGregor. Let's go away from McGregor and talk about Mayweather. And Mayweather's decisions have been really disappointing. And I understand the guy's 40 years old. He's winding down. He's chasing a payday. Who knows if he's lost money and needs another payday? Everyone says he's intelligent with his money. If he's that intelligent with his money, why does he keep coming back? And yeah, okay, boxers get hungry, they want to fight again, but this is a man that's got it all. This is a man that really, he could just do sparring and be happy. Why does he have to be in the limelight and be happy, So, is it because he's running out of money? That's the real story, because if he's running out of money, then this is exactly why he's gone back and done something this crazy, or is he setting up another fight? Because there was rumors that he'd be fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov as well, and that seems to have fallen away. So yeah, very, very disappointing from Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, he won't risk his legacy by facing credible boxers like Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, who obviously campaigned in the welterweight division where he campaigned. He obviously can't go back against the young, hungry Lions. I don't think he has that edge anymore when it comes to that. I think he knows his level now. He was a fantastic boxer in his day. He is 40 years old, so I'm not even going to go into that debate about, whether he could have beaten the likes of, obviously he probably could have beaten the likes of Crawford and Spence, but as of right now, he's 40 years old. These guys are coming up to the prime of their career. Right now, he doesn't beat these guys, and I'm just going to go out there and say that. Right now, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence will be too much for Floyd Mayweather. At his age now, a year or two ago, Floyd would have beaten them. Right now, I don't believe he stands a chance, and that's why he's going after secondary-like opponents. Also, he's just trying to keep his star from fading, I think he's scared to be irrelevant. I really do. Not only with the money, it might not even... He's just scared to be relevant. He's posting on social media all the time like he's supposed to do if you want to be relevant. Obviously, people know that you must be posting all the time because people got very short memories. But the fact that he's come back and he's doing a show in Japan, he's obviously been offered a wad of cash and some relevance, and trying to be controversial at the same time, because obviously fighting in a sport that's not boxing, and it's Floyd Mayweather, everyone said that he couldn't do it. I mean, he's picked a really small guy to fight, so not surprising there. But yeah, no, Floyd Mayweather is really, really struggling with not being in the limelight, it seems. But where is the focus on his boxers like Gervonta Davis and guys like that? The Mayweather Promotions has gone south, and he's just going, so, it's just not great at the moment. And who's actually going to watch this fight? Like, really, who in their right mind is good? Okay, apart from, like, if I was in Japan and, I was a Japanese supporter supporting my national kickboxer, obviously I would watch it. Like if he was fighting a South African guy, I would be like, wow, okay. Let's say for example he fights. Okay, let's not even go there. I'm not gonna try and mention names or South African fights or whatnot. But who is actually gonna watch it? The only time I would watch this fight is probably a highlights package, and that is if he's really good. In the case if imagine Floyd knocks this guy out with a head kick, that would be really cool. Or if he gets absolutely pummeled as well, that could be a whole nother. Oh my goodness, you know how the crowds would go crazy there, and but I doubt that's gonna happen. Floyd doesn't pick fights that he can lose. So in saying that, is Floyd chasing relevance? I absolutely am of the opinion that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is chasing being relevant, and it could be a cash thing, but I think it's more of the relevance thing. The guy doesn't like that he isn't being spoken about anymore, because who really cares now? The man's 40. Like, you have your career. A boxing career is short. You have your career, you get out, and you live your life being happy. Obviously, that's not enough for the man. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for listening. Cheers.